Now we are going to start with the cell cycle. Brief introduction we have already done. So now we are starting with the main phases of cell cycle. Those are I phase and the M phase. So first of all, what is cell cycle? Cell cycle, it is the cycle involving series of events leading to cell division and cell duplication. So, series of events including cell division, first of all duplication and cell division. Or maybe you can say when a cell produced and then it becomes mature to get divided, that entire phase is also known as cell cycle. Again I am repeating that. In other terms you can say a cell is produced to a cell or to the same cell divides. That entire time or entire sequence is also known as cell cycle. Now in cell cycle we studied that there are mainly two phases, I phase and the M phase, where we are knowing that I phase is known as preparatory phase, or we are saying it as interphase. Right? So, now we are going to study with the detailed structures of I phase, preparatory phase, the interphase, the metabolically most active phase, and the phase where maximum growth takes place, right? So this is metabolically most active phase. Now we are going to divide this I phase into three main phases. Those are G1, S and G2 phase. So here we are saying G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. Now, why the name has been given as G1 phase? It is known as gap 1 phase. Gap 1 phase. Why gap 1 phase? So, you know that if for example this is a cell and this cell when it divides, so it divides, so first of all it becomes mature, that is bigger in size. So here it has passed the I phase. Again I phase if I am saying means it is going to divide into three phases. So G1, S and G2, three phases are there, and from that now it will enter into M phase to give you two new daughter cells. Now assuming that this cell again becomes mature, so it grows by passing from G1, S and G2 phase, same like here G1, S and G2 phase. So if I want to say G1 phase, if I want to define this G1 phase, can I say that it is the gap between previous division phase and the recent S phase? Again I am saying it is a gap period, but gap period of what? So it is a gap period between the previous cycle M phase and the recent cycle S phase, right? So I can say that it is known as the gap between previous M cycle or M phase and recent S phase, and that's why it is known as gap 1 phase, or it is also known as, this is synthetic phase, and that's why it is also known as pre-synthetic phase. उसके पहले आ रहा है, so that's why it is also known as pre-synthetic phase. These are different names to G1 phase. Now what happens actually in G1 phase and what time it requires to complete G1 phase? In different organisms, different times can be taken by each and every phase. But if I am taking one example and if I am talking about one particular organism, then G1 phase, it requires approximately 30 to 40% time of the whole cycle. पूरा जो सेल साइकिल है उसमें से 30 to 40% टाइम पीरियड है, that is occupied by G1 cycle. But remember, if the cell is frequently dividing, फटाफट ग्रो हो रहा है, so in that G1 phase will be shorter. वापस रिपीट कर रही हूं, the cells which are frequently dividing, जो बहुत ज्यादा डिवाइड करके फटाफट नए सेल्स बना रहे हैं, in those cells this G1 phase will be shorter. Okay, so that was all about G1 phase time period. What actually happens in G1 phase? G1 phase, it is marked by growth or multiplication or duplication of different types of organelles. Like here you can say mitochondria, chloroplast, then ribosomes, all these kind of organelles, etc. I am not saying only 3. Same way, all different types of organelles, they divide and they multiply. They multiply, or you can say they duplicate. They get duplicated. Along with that, material like mRNA, tRNA, rRNA also increases in amount. Why? Because these three materials are required in S phase, and taking in this consideration that these three things are required in synthetic phase, those get synthesized previously in the G1 phase. मतलब उनकी requirement S phase में है, इसीलिए यहाँ पे उनको बना के रख दिया है. Same way other materials, so I'll keep this little away. Okay, so along with that, amino acids, nucleotides, these are amino acids, ATP, carbohydrate, lipid, protein, everything gets double. But there is no change. No change in DNA molecule. So that is all about G1 phase. Now we are starting with S phase. Right. So if I want to show the diagram, here this is the cell cycle and this is M phase, which we are going to study later on. So rest of the all part we include it in I phase, where 30 to 40% time period, here 30 to 40% time period is required by G1 phase. Now we are moving on to S phase. S phase is here approximately 30 to 50%. 30 to 50% time is required for S phase. So the first question is why it is known as S phase? Because here synthetic activity is going on. मैंने पहले भी बताया था, टू रन मतलब भागना, टू ईट खाना, टू ड्रिंक पीना, टू स्लैप एक मार देना. सेम वे टू सिंथेसाइज मतलब कुछ बनाना, समथिंग टू फॉर्म. व्हाट इज गोइंग टू फॉर्म हियर? इन S phase here DNA gets duplicate and the DNA is also known as chromatin material. So chromatin gets double. I'll tell chromatin as C. मैं C लिखूंगी chromatin के लिए, ध्यान रखना है. So chromatin gets double. How it is going to happen? When cell is not dividing. बराबर ध्यान देना, very important phase. When cell is not dividing. जब सेल नॉर्मल कंडीशन में डिवीजन फेज में नहीं है, वो सेल साइकिल में नहीं एंटर हुआ है, एट दैट टाइम द क्रोमोसोम विच इज प्रेजेंट इज इन दिस फॉर्म. दिस इज क्रोमोसोम ऑफ cell which is not dividing. Right? And it is having DNA inside it. So this is DNA. This is DNA and this is known as chromatid. But that chromatid itself here will consider it as chromosome. एक ही chromatid होगी जब सेल डिवीजन नहीं कर रहा है. दिस इज नॉर्मल कंडीशन. आप बोलोगे मैम अभी तक आपने आगे जब हमने चैप्टर 8 में पढ़ा तो यू टोल्ड दैट क्रोमोसोम इज प्रेजेंट लाइक दिस, राइट? I agree, I told like this, but this structure of chromosome is present only when cell is in division condition. जब सेल डिवाइड नहीं कर रहा है तो it is present like this. Fine, okay? So now this is our chromosome. Now what happens? DNA get duplicates. As I told, DNA gets duplicate. So now how DNA gets duplicate? So इधर ही है ये DNA बड़ा. So again I'll draw one more structure so it will get clear to you. This is my original structure and now one more DNA fiber got synthesized. So here like this. But ऐसे हवा में खुला तो नहीं छोड़ सकते. We need to give some structure in which it gets settled down. So for that, this kind of arm formation will take place. Right? So, DNA कितने हुए? 1 and 2. पहले कितने थे DNA? 1. So, पहला जो था उससे DNA डबल हो गया. डबल हो गया मतलब I can say here that if I have counted chromatin before S phase as 2C. So after S phase it will become 4C. 2C का 4C हुआ. 1 का डबल तो 2 का 4 हो जाएगा. Let's talk about number of chromosomes. Number of chromosomes पहले कितने थे? 1. नंबर काउंट करना है तो सेंट्रोमियर को काउंट करो. ये सेंट्रोमियर है. कितना है? 1. अब कितना है? वो भी 1. So number of chromosomes do not get changed. Here number do not get changed means 2n का 2n ही रहेगा. Why number do not get changed? Just imagine कि आपके पास, you all know that we are having 46 chromosomes or we can say 23 pairs of chromosomes. आपके एक सेल में 23 pairs है, 46. अब वो जब डिवाइड होके नया सेल बनाएगा और वो डबल हो जाते हैं, नंबर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स डबल हो जाते हैं, तो 23 पेयर्स की जगह वो 46 पेयर्स हो जाएंगे. वापस दूसरा सेल बनाएगा तो 46 का भी डबल हो जाएगा, राइट? तो एवरी टाइम इट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. सो यूनिफॉर्मिटी इन नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स विल नॉट बी देयर. अभी ब्यूटी ऐसी है कि मेरे बॉडी में से कोई भी सेल निकाल लो, हर एक में नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम इज सिमिलर, दैट इज 23 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स जो जाइगोट में था. अगर जाइगोट में से जब नए सेल बन रहे हैं उस टाइम पे नंबर भी बढ़ रहे हैं, तो हो सकता है कि मेरे कोई एक बॉडी पार्ट में नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स इज 23 पेयर्स, कोई एक पैर में 46 पेयर, कोई एक पैर में इट विल गो टू इनफाइनाइट. सो टू अवॉइड दिस टाइप ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, to avoid this kind of mutation, number always remains same. Only the DNA material gets double, which ultimately delivered to the daughter cells. Right? So I'll show you how those DNA material get transformed into the new daughter cells. So make it clear that during S phase only DNA get double in nucleus. This happens in nucleus, right? In nucleus. And along with that, in cytoplasm, centriole get double. Centriole get डबल. सो एस फेज में सिर्फ दो चीज हो रही है, एक न्यूक्लियस में डीएनए डबल हो रहा है और दूसरा साइटोप्लाज्म में सेंट्रियोल डबल हो रहा है. सो ड्यूरिंग एस फेज हाउ डीएनए गेट डुप्लीकेट्स एंड हाउ इट गेट ट्रांसमिटेड टू द डॉटर सेल्स, लेट्स स्टडी ऑन दैट पार्ट. सो एस फेज is saying you that 2C will get converted into 4C, but 2N will remain 2N only, where C stands for chromatin, that is genetic material, that is you can say DNA, while N stands for number of chromosomes. So let's see how it get transmitted. For example, this is one parental cell. This is parental cell, and here it is having, I'm just taking one chromosome to show you the example. I'm taking one chromosome, and okay, if I want to give 2C and 2N, let's have two chromosomes, so it will give you better picture also. So 1 and 2. This is the condition, right? Okay. Now this parental cell, it enters into S phase. Obviously it has crossed G1 phase. Now it is entering into S phase. So now what will happen? Again this will become like this. So genetic material got doubled. Same way here also genetic material got double. Like this. Right? So before S phase we were having two chromosomes. After S phase also we are having two chromosomes. But here 2C was there. So here it was having 2C and 2N. Now after S phase I am having 4C and 2N because नंबर 2 ही है बट क्रोमेटिन हो गए 1, 2, 3 and 4 threads हो गए. Now it will divide. So when 2 new daughter cells are produced, this will get distributed in equal amount. ध्यान रखना है equal amount with same number of the parental type. उसका एक एग्जाम्पल मैं बताती हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई एम हैविंग 1 एप्पल, राइट? सो जस्ट टू शो यू, इफ आई एम हैविंग 1 एप्पल and I want to distribute this apple into my 2 daughters, I need to give them the same quantity which I am having. The same quantity has to be delivered to my 2 daughters. So ये daughter number 1 है और ये daughter number 2 है, 1 and 2. But the amount has to be same like parental body. मेरे पास जितना था, मेरे पास कितना था 1 एप्पल. सो फर्स्ट को भी 1 एप्पल चाहिए और सेकेंड को भी 1 एप्पल चाहिए. मैं हाफ नहीं कर सकती हूं. दैट इज नॉट द सेम क्वांटिटी. तो उसके लिए मार्केट से मुझे और एक एप्पल मंगवाना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो आई विल आस्क फॉर 1 more apple from market. So I ask for 1 more apple and now this get distributed into 2 daughter cells. तो एक इसके पास जाएगा और एक इसके पास जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है? So now this is also having 1 apple and this is also having 1 apple. क्वांटिटी उतनी ही है जो पहले पेरेंटल सेल में थी. सो ध्यान रखना है, जो भी पेरेंटल सेल में है उतना ही डॉटर सेल्स को मिलना चाहिए, सेम क्वांटिटी में. सो हियर 2 क्रोमोसोम्स आर देयर, नंबर्स 2 एंड हियर 2 क्रोमोसोम के हिसाब से. सो इनको भी 2 मिलने चाहिए. सो नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन हियर, इसमें से एक इधर आएगा ये वाले में. सो एक गया इधर और एक गया इधर, राइट? सो ये दोनों हो गए 1 and 2 और साथ में मान लो ये दूसरे वाला इधर है, ये तो उसका एक इधर जाएगा और दूसरा इधर. So this one 1 and 2. So now if I am counting the number of chromosomes, वो कितने हो गए? तो हर एक डॉटर सेल्स में यहाँ पे भी 2n और यहाँ पे भी 2n. So the concept of 2c का 4c and 2n का 2n, it has to get clear. बहुत अच्छे से समझ में आना चाहिए, right? Okay. And I told you that centriole also get double in the cytoplasmic area. Now moving on to third phase, and that is known as G2 phase. This one, we completed G1 with 30 to 40% time period. Then we completed S phase with 30 to 50% time period. And now G2 phase that require only 10 to 20% time period. So in G2 phase is also known as gap between. Now you all can say that ये gap हुआ between S and the N phase, right? So it is the gap between S phase and N phase, or it is also known as post synthetic phase. S phase के बाद हो रहा है, so that's why it is known as post synthetic phase, and it requires 10 to 20% time period of the whole cycle. Fine. So this G2 phase, what actually happens here? ऑल द प्रोसेसेस विच वर टेकिंग प्लेस इन G1 फेज, जो जो जीवन में हो रहा था, जीवन में तो बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, बहुत तकलीफें रे भाई, राइट? नहीं, हम वो जीवन की बात नहीं कर रहे, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट G1 फेज. सो जीवन में जो भी हो रहा था, एवरीथिंग विल कंटिन्यू टिल G2 फेज. मतलब यहाँ पे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया डबल हो रहा है, क्लोरोप्लास्ट भी डबल हो रहा है, देन ATP, then all nucleic acid material, sorry not nucleic acid, nucleotides भी खत्म हो गया. So amino acids, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, all except DNA will keep on getting double. DNA का कुछ नहीं होगा, जो भी DNA का होना था वो S फेज में हो चुका है. So this is known as G2 phase, and by completing successfully this G1 as in G2 phase, now the cell can enter into the M phase, right? But the question is, who will decide that cell has crossed all three stages successfully? कोई गड़बड़ नहीं की है, कोई तो सुपरवाइजर चाहिए, कोई तो चेक पॉइंट चाहिए, right? This topic is not in your textbook, but I need to tell you that there are two checkpoints which controls the conversion from G1 to G2 phase and will allow the cell to enter into M phase. So that we need to understand about two checkpoints. So the checkpoint system which is present in cell cycle, those are protein based mechanism. So we are having checkpoint which is controlled by cyclin and cyclin dependent protein kinases. आपको लगेगा पता नहीं कौन से चाइना वाले का नाम लिख दिया, एकदम चाइनीज प्रोडक्ट जैसा लग रहा है. नहीं, here cyclin and cyclin dependent protein kinases are nothing but the different types of enzymes made up of proteins which are going to decide whether that cell can go further for division or cannot go. So again, what we were having in cell cycle, we were having mainly two phases, I phase and the M phase. In I phase, we were having G1 S and G2 phase, right? So if the cell is able to cross these three phases successfully, then only it can enter into M phase. So these checkpoints are present between, again I am repeating, these checkpoints are present between G1 and S. So this is first checkpoint. First checkpoint, and between S and G2, sorry, between G2 and M. So here this is second checkpoint. So once G1 and S के बीच में हो गया clear, then that cell is allowed to enter into G2 phase, and then if everything is clear, then it is allowed to enter into M phase. This tells you that if everything is done properly, DNA duplication and the number of chromosomes, everything as per requirement in that dividing cell, then only it will allow to go for M phase. क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि मान लो कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई तो क्या, उसका क्या करेंगे? अगर कहीं पे गड़बड़ हो गई, यहाँ पे हुई, यहाँ पे हुई, तो क्या वो सेल डिवीजन फेज में नहीं जा पाएगा? आई सेड नो. तो क्वेश्चन है वो सेल का क्या होगा? नाउ दैट सेल is allowed to enter into one another phase of the cell cycle, and that is known as G0 phase. This is G0 phase. Right? So that cell which is not cleared by checkpoint system to go ahead will allow to enter into G0 phase. G0 phase is also known as quiescent phase. Quiescent phase. Here the cells are metabolically active. They are doing all activities, but they cannot divide. All biochemical processes, all other activities are taking place, but they are not supposed to divide, they are not allowed to divide. So, metabolically active, but they cannot divide. Cannot. A few examples I can give you here. Example is nerve cell of human being, or you can say neuron. It always remain in quiescent phase. Heart cell, skeletal muscle cell. These cells, they never divide. Once they are produced, they never divide. They will remain, they will grow, they will do all the other activities, but they cannot divide. So that is known as quiescent phase. But for example, there is need, there is some extraordinary circumstances created in body to produce certain cells. For example, blood vessel rupture हो गई, तो वो blood vessel को वापस repair कौन करेगा? For that, the cells which are present in quiescent phase are allowed, are permitted to go for division. Right? So, on body's requirement, cells of G0 phase can divide and can produce new cells. Right? And example I can give you here, example is fibroblast, which helps to heal the wound present in blood vessel. So this was all about the quiescent phase. And now one more thing. In animal cell, when we are talking about M phase, in animal cell, if the cell is diploid, then only mitosis can take place. Mitosis can take place. But for plant cell, if cell is haploid or it is diploid, mitosis can be seen. Right? So, important phase G1 as G2, that is known as the resting phase, but proliferation is not happening. Only growth is happening. So, we talked about G1 as G2 along with the G0 phase. Important thing is that one cell is in G1 phase, right? So, I am writing here, if it is in G1 phase, now there are three possibilities. It can go to S phase, right? So, can enter into S phase. Or maybe it can go back to G0 phase. So, option can be, अगर वो कुछ डैमेज हो गया, कुछ बराबर नहीं कर लिया है, तो it will enter into G0 phase. Or maybe it can differentiate to new tissue or the tissue formation. So that's how it plays very important role. One more thing, that G0 phase, when I said human heart cell, This is for adult human heart cell. नहीं तो फिर हार्ट में सेल्स कैसे बढ़ते? So that is for adult human heart cell, adult nerve cell, which keeps on growing, but it is metabolically active, but division cannot take place, right? So this is all about cell cycle. And one most important thing, cell cycle, that name or the word was proposed by Howard and Pele. Howard and Pele were the two scientists who proposed this cell cycle term.